Preface. Here's a few tales from where we live. Some of them you won't believe, and rightly so, for wherever poet's pen has applied to paper, there's fibs in there, codology, part of the art of poetry. But should you be taken for a ride, blush if you must, then swallow pride, for it's a rule of all narration, tales should stretch imagination. And anyone from textiles knows to get the customers to buy, you've got to get the mixture right. For those who do not know Saltairy, these tales invite you to come here. For those who know and treasure it, the aim is to enhance the pleasure with a hint that now we're all responsible for keeping history alive and well. If you're a young reader and find a word you're not sure about, then turn to an adult. They think they're clever, though that's no guarantee whatsoever. The tale of Titus, the founder of Saltairy. Once upon a century there lived this Yorkshire chap. Heard all, watched all, said little, wrote but scraps, learned every move and every trick, observed what makes commerce tick, knew every aspect of his profession from dirty fleece to British exhibition, bought and sold, bargained, weaved, saved, invested, built, believed in a God and in his own ability, took an idea and turned it to reality. Instead of sheep's wool, took alpaca mixed with cotton. Didn't shout eureka. Critics gave this mix no chance. Come off it. Just won't work. You can't. Daft man with a daft idea. You'll not be weaving that, no fear, the disbelievers cried. What's gotten into your mind? Alpaca? Must be crackers. Mad. There's not a loom can handle that. Well, critics had to eat their words. Alpaca weave was born and earned a fortune for its wise inventor, money which he chose to spend to build a new community, build some hope, some dignity for people scraping an awful living in diabolical conditions. Life might be changed from naught but ugly to something practical and lovely. Some modern dissenters have a go at old Sir Titus, say he was only a capitalist with a touch of conscience. And who are we to say that's nonsense? All we can say is have a look at what he made. It's there, or most of it, in stone and slate, and smack bang opposite his work he built the most expensive church for many a mile around, and next to that a mausoleum, as it's known, as final destination for his bones. But not his spirit. That's elsewhere, sailed up, or is it down, the River Aire? Which way he went, you never will find out, for this was a man who'd spoken next to note. Enigma? No, he wouldn't like that word. He'd say, you have to make some sense out of the world around you. Nonetheless, as owners metamorphose into copies of their pets, this man's beard shows affinity with sheep, or angora, or alpaca. Take your pick.